And a warm welcome everyone. Yes, it's a rare thing on the channel, but we're doing another blundering series. This is Toca 2 Touring Cars by Codemasters. Yes, we're currently doing two blundering series at the same time. Tomb Raider 2 and this. So why am I doing this? Well, not to make too much work for myself, but when I originally reviewed this particular game, I didn't do very well. The first race is at Thruxton, and I pretty much got knocked out in the first round. But we wasn't trying to be good at anything in that review, as quite often is the case. But I was so hopeless, it's time for another go, really. So I'll put my name in. Now, we're going to do a championship. I'm not saying I'm going to win the championship, but I just want to get enough points so I can make it to the end. If we win the championship, well, that'll be beyond my wildest dreams, and that'll be a really good bonus. So, we're going to do it in one a week or something like that. This is maybe once every 2 weeks. But the first round is round 1 and 2 from Thruxton. What car should I have? When I did the original review, I went for a Renault Williams or Renault Laguna or something. There we go, Renault Laguna. So we'll probably go for that. The Audi might be slightly quicker. So I don't know who my main competition will be throughout the series, but let's see. Let's not get ahead of myself here. Let's just see if I can qualify from round 1 and 2. So round 1 and 2, we're at Thruxton, and you have a sprint race and then a feature race. Feature race is a lot longer, of course, but you have to qualify for each one. There we go, there's Thruxton. Rounds 1 and 2, I told you. Thruxton, for those that don't know, is in Hampshire. It's a racecourse constructed in 1940, originally as called RAF Thruxton. It was a World War II airfield, so there's lots of long straights.
Touring Car Championship today opens up what could
it's
possibly be the biggest and best season yet.
Yeah.
Global audiences in excess of 2 billion show how much
2
this sport
billion?
has grown over the last few years.
Well, Thruxton have hosted races since 1950.
At Thruxton. And we're really being spoilt by the weather here today.
Good.
It's lovely and sunny with not a
It will
cloud
rain
in
on
sight.
later stages, I think. But they've hosted races since 1950, both cars and bikes. We'll start with the original setup, so I won't tinker with that too much. The advantage being I've got quicker acceleration in the upper gears compared to the opponents, but lower acceleration in the gears 1 and 2, the low gears, which means I won't get off the grid very well, so I might get tagged. The car will be a little bit unstable under braking as well, but I'm hoping the top speed achieved will give me an advantage. But any people that played this game before know it's pretty tricky to get rid of qualifying, because the slightest nudge or you go offline, the car's going to spin out of control.
Give the drivers only one lap to prove their mettle before the race itself begins.
Right, round 1. Let's get off to a good start. I think in my original review I come 4th. I got no points. Whoops. So this is the one's lap shootout. Need to be as accurate as I possibly can. Now this is my favourite view, although you can have cockpit views. That could have been quicker. Now I can floor it round here. When I did my review I eased off a bit, but floor it round here. Whoops, should gain some speed. Now it's pretty much try and keep it on the circuit here, because this is a really long straight, which my top speed in the upper gears should help me. There's 3 levels on this for skill wise: novice, standard and expert. I'm not doing it on expert because I'm not that good. Standard. We're going to try and win the standard championship. I won't bother telling you about the graphics on this game because you already would have. Whoops! Oh dear! Let's muck that up. You already would have seen the original review, I think. I hope. Now there's a bit of a coding problem when I originally uploaded the review, and the track was a bit wiggly. We're trying something else this time, different coding, so hopefully it holds together, particularly in the menus. Right, this is a bit I always get wrong. Well, I think it's a safe lap, but not a fantastic lap. I don't think this is going to be pole position, people. A safe start.
So, let's take a look at the full rundown of lap time.
Where's that put us?
So, the session
Fourth.
draws to a close, and heading the grid for the first time this year is Nissan's
Not
Anthony
too
Reid.
bad.
A good solid drive there from the newcomer in
I
the
think
Renault Laguna.
Rydell might be my
He
main
ends up
competition
starting
for the
from 4th on the
championship.
grid.
4th, I'm not too bad. But the thing is, though, I've got to be really careful on the start-up because my car's going to start off really slow compared to the opposition. So expect a few cars to come past me.
Are ready then for the start of the sprint race. So
but it's worth it for the advantage I get top speed on the straight. Right, here we go. I might risk a glance behind me. Go. Right, don't be surprised if I get tagged here. The top 10 position, there's one pass. The top 10 positions score points. Right, concentrate. Now, this, if I'm going to get knocked sideways, it's going to be here. I'm going quite quick. Right, so that was the main threat of the whole lap there. Lap 1 on that first turn. Right, there's Leslie in front of me. I should be able to go straight past him, although it doesn't look like the case. I might have to be a bit aggressive here. Man, this game is good. Did you have this for the PlayStation? It's a beauty. I had Toca 1 as well, but this is better. It might not hold up against today's graphical standards, but in terms of competitive driving, this is really there. I'm doing this on a controller rather than a steering wheel or anything. Be hopeless in cockpit view. Right, so we're in 4th. Hopefully I can get a few under braking. I might take a risk down the inside here. Here we go. Third, brilliant. Brilliant. Now this is the sprint race. The feature race has pit stops, where you have a window you can come in. Sprint race is just all out. Right, I don't want to get taken. There's Rydell. I think I might have got him. I gave him a friendly little nudge. Well, this would be a great... Oh! Dude, that was close. Car wobbling all over the place. Oh, he's very slow round. I'm much quicker round here. Right. Look, second to 4. See, they're quicker in the low gears, accelerating through there. Right, the car... This game is quite cruel. The car feels really slippery the whole time. Any jerky movements, that car's going to spin. Right, we're in first place.
Going well, keep it steady.
I'll try to. Got a bit of a gap here. So I'm already doing a lot better than the original review. Hampshire looks quite nice. So a World War II airfield this was originally. Got a small gap on Jamie Thompson there. Is it James Thompson? I'm not sure. Again, that wasn't brilliant. They gained a bit of space there, a bit of time. Nice solar flare.
2 laps to go.
Right, if I can hold it together for 2 laps, I just coast round these corners. And my speed is such an advantage on the straights, I should be able to get this quite easily, I think. It's good watching my racing. No 2 laps are the same. I'll get better at racing, I am sure. Maybe I'll get Formula 1 2015 on the PlayStation 3. I haven't got a PlayStation 4 yet, perhaps I need to see to that. So I'll call it, and going rubbish to brilliant. Is it possible? Is it possible someone completely hopeless go from rubbish to brilliant? I'm not sure. But surely this race is in the bag now. I can only lose it by doing something stupid, and quite often when I say that, I do. This game's also got support championships and Formula Ford. I'm not sure we'll come to that unless people want me to. But let's just get to the excitement of the championship. I must have a big lead now. Further tracks get a bit more intricate, a bit more tricky. Can't remember what's next after this. I think it might be Silverstone if we can get enough points after the feature race. You'll get awarded 1 point for pole position. I really need to get a bit more history about the drivers to make this a bit more exciting. But I told you a bit about Thruxton, didn't I, really? The rest is yet to come. I don't want to tell you everything straight away. Last lap. Well, we've got 3.5 seconds lead. Just keep it on the tarmac and it's an easy win. I hope. As I said, I think the Audi's a bit quicker than this car. I don't really want to start tinkering with the setup, because that's when everything goes hideously wrong. As soon as I start messing about with brake bias and all that sort of stuff, my car's going to go hideously slower or perform in a mad way. I'm the sort of guy that will look up on the internet what's the best setup and try and adjust myself to that rather than tinkering for ages. So one could say a bit of a cheater. Was that 4 seconds? We're not going to lose 4 seconds here, are we? Excellent stuff. It's going to be a win. Great start. Already doing better than last time. Yes! Good, good, good. View replay? Well, no, not really. We haven't got time.
Here's the final positions. Well, the Renault team will be pleased with their new signing.
My teammate comes 7th there, Alan Menu.
That's his first sprint race victory of the campaign.
Solid start. That's just what I wanted. So it looks like Thompson's going to be our biggest rival. Derek Warwick there in 9th. Top 10 score. Hooray! So everyone's a bit excited. First. And we got a big brown cup. Is that supposed to be gold? Looks brown. Maybe it's just the light. Okay, now onto the feature race. I don't think we need to touch the setup at all. That works out quite well for us. Depending on where we qualify, might go for an early pit stop or a late one.
Showdown. The new rule giving each driver
it's all about a question of finding a track space, really.
For both sprint and feature races.
Because that's the chance where you're most likely to go off. You get nudged by another car. Well, we didn't get pole last time. We come 4th. Let's see if we can improve on that. Had a few laps practice, so you can't see any reason why not. Right, 2nd gear around here, or whatever gear I'm in. It's all automatic gears. That was good. Bit of pop-up in the distance. As I said, this isn't a review. This is a championship. Oh no! Well, that's probably screwed that's screwed the lap entirely. Oh dear. It was going so well. Oh, I can't believe I did that. Damn. Well, the one positive is we got more laps on the feature race to get back into it, as I had imagined I'm going to be at the back of the grid. Might be an early pit stop here. That was terrible. So we're not going to qualify 4th, but, you know, I didn't do too much wrong there. Just took the wrong line, and you can just see how easy it is to crash the car. And anyone that's played this game in the past will have felt my pain there. You've got to be a bit precise. This is one of the first games I really played where precision was it. Other games would really... it gave you a lot of leeway there. This one, you've got to be right on it.
Let's
Where's
take
that
a look
put
at
us?
the starting grid for the next
Interesting
race.
to see where Thompson has come.
And with all the qualifying laps
Thompson's
complete,
5th.
it's the first pole of the
Our
season
teammate is
to
2nd.
Ricard Rydell.
Yeah, right. I think he won the championship this season
The
in
new
the real
Renault
world.
driver will have to pull out all the stops after that poor qualifying lap.
Yeah, that was terrible. We didn't come last time, but we're on the back row of the grid. One advantage is we won't get collected in any crashes at the start, being at the back.
So as we move on to the next round, the sunshine remains, making conditions for the feature race very much the same as they were for the sprint race. The green flag is out, which means we're ready to start today's feature race.
Right, might have to be a bit aggressive here. I don't know when we're going to pit. We can't pit on the first lap. The pit lane will be open after lap 2. Top 10 score points. Need to get in the points. Well, actually, I think we still qualify for the next round because we won the first one. But I can't afford to come last here. I need to get off to a good start. There's a minimum amount of points you need after each round. Going to last place. Whoops. There's a minimum amount of points you need after each round. So you can get him. Yep. If you don't get the minimum points, got away with that, then you're out. Right. Our top speed is much better here. It's risky. Go on the inside. So we're up to 10th. Just got to thread our way through. If someone tags us, we're out, especially from behind. We fit through there, yes. God, we've got such a front line advantage here. Such a top speed advantage. It's like I've got DRS from Formula 1 all the way down here. Probably weave through there, get out of the way. 7th. So we've gone from 15th to 6th. 9 laps. I don't think this is going to cause us any problems at all, this track, Thruxton. Why was I so bad on my original review? Oops! Now, if you do reckless driving and bash into people hard and keep knocking people off, you will get penalty points. A lot of crashes, the car will start falling to pieces, the bonnet might come off, like the wind... Pit's open. 6th. Now this is the bit where we could go right to the back of the grid if we crash. There's someone beside of us. Looks like Leslie. Cleland. Oops! That was lucky. I think I just took Cleland off. Sorry, Cleland. We've got away with it. 5th. There might be a steward's inquiry. Next up is Thompson. Leslie's behind us. I think we could win. Whoops! Jeepers. I was going to say we could win this race, but that was just plain clumsy. Whoops. Cox has been done for dangerous driving, but that was a bit harsh. That was us. Well, the car's still going. I don't know how we've retained 8th. How have we retained 8th? Well, it's still in the points. You'd have to say that was a good recovery. Now, it's tough to keep concentration on this and comment at the same time, but I'll try my best. But it should make it interesting anyway. Paul Radish next. Gianni Morbidelli behind us. He was in Formula 1 before. I can't recall what team he drove for, but he's a quality driver if he's in Formula 1. Right, let's take advantage of an early pit stop.
Keep your speed down and look for the pit crew.
Repair that damage. If you miss your pit entry, then sometimes it just goes through without pitting, costs you too much time. Now, this is what in Formula 1's called the undercut. I'm hoping to come in earlier than anyone else, get some clear track, put some fast laps out, so by the time everyone else pits and comes out, I'll be in the lead automatically. Will it work? I do not know. It's worth the risk, I think. As long as it can keep it on the track and don't get held up round the slow corners, could be good for round 2. It was a bit of a shock I won the first round, leading the championship. I bet that won't last all the way through, but let's just get to the end and qualify the whole thing. Have you got any tips for me? This is just round 2, so you might have some tips if you're catching this at the time I'm uploading them. Put your tips below on what I can do, or driving styles, or stuff I'm doing wrong. It might help me later on. Maybe. Right, come on, come back to me. This car seems to be getting a bit quicker. Surely I can get this on the straight. Oh, that was deliberately trying to take me out there. The computer AI on this game is fantastic.
The car ahead has still got to come in.
Oh, please pit. Whoops. Oh dear. That cost me time and them. I think it might be Cleland. It is. Right, so he's holding me up. I've made up 2 positions, so 2 cars pitted there. We're up into 10th. Or 1 car pitted. I'm not sure if that counted me getting past Cleland. Come out to halfway. I can never get this corner correct. That wasn't too bad compared to usual. Keeping distance with the cars in front. They tend to have... Actually, my drive's a lot quicker through here. It's a bit cheeky. Whoops! I think I've got away with that. I don't want to risk a glance behind. No slipstream in it. Right. Getting around the inside, that's a given. We're quicker through here. 9th, so we're in the points. Okay. I don't know how similar each of my lap times are. I'd imagine they'll be varying wildly. My quickest lap so far. As long as I don't get tagged going into the slow corners, because sometimes my entry is quite slow. My drive out of here is quite slow. This is when they can gain time. Right, 8th. 7th. Fastest lap.
Hell of a lap. That's the fastest so far.
Good. Can't argue with that. Well, I don't think all the cars have pitted yet, although there's no way of knowing. If I can just boot it round for a few laps, hopefully I can inherit the lead. Yeah, I'm taking those corners much quicker than I did in my original review. Next up, Rydell. 5 seconds down the road, is he? But we're getting away from Morbidelli anyway. Hopefully Rydell's still got to pit. That would be a bonus. All too easy to drive off the circuit, which I've already done once. If I hadn't have done that, I'd probably be in the lead, wouldn't I? Good old Thruxton, in Hampshire. I've never been there. I'm not sure there's ever been a Formula 1 race at Thruxton, and touring cars and various other bits and bobs. Formula 3 is there a lot, I think. 4.6 seconds to Rydell. Keep an eye on that. It'll give us updates every now and again on certain parts of the track. That's slow. Could have gone a lot quicker around there, but anyway, it's safe. Hopefully some people have pitted. Let's have a look. 6th. Fastest lap again. 4.2 to Rydell, so I'm gunning him down slowly. I don't think I've got enough laps to win this. I'm going to need everyone in front of me to pit, I think. Although I think I can see someone up there. Come on. Come on, let's get Rydell. Gradually getting away from Morbidelli. It would be disastrous 6th place. Give me enough points to get to the next round, which I believe is Silverstone. Been quite a long time since I've actually got past this. I haven't played this game very often. Hate to think what time I last drove on Silverstone was. You know when you get those games where you know sort of like the track from other games, but you haven't actually played it on this actual engine. Okay, I'm hoping everyone has a lot. No, they're not pitting. 6th. Oh, let's get some cheap positions here.
3 laps to go, repeat. 3 laps to go.
Well, I'm getting fastest lap each time. 3 laps to go. I think first place is a bit beyond me, unless something catastrophic happens. Is that 2? Mind you, though, I think all the leaders might be quite close together there. I can't tell if that's 3 cars or 4. Rydell, 0.97, so we're in a second. So as long as I don't drive off the circuit, I can pretty much amble to 6th place, but I want a bit better than that. If only I hadn't spun off. Don't know how much time that cost me. Round 2, British touring cars. I might be able to get Rydell under braking. They're side by side here. It'd be a very tricky move. Could have a chance. I'm going in. Oh, he cut that off. Whoops! Oh dear, almost lost it. Almost lost the front end there. Oh, I lost bags of time on that. Car was very unsettled. I think I might have blown it.
2 laps to go, repeat. Only 2 laps to go.
Yeah, that was 1.7 seconds quicker than my previous lap. If I can get close enough. Right, historically we're quick around here. Let's gain some. Yeah, much quicker. Come on. Might have to flick to the inside here. Whoops. Jesus. Oh, you. Oh. That was ridiculous. I went round the outside. There's no room. Got tagged by Rydell. And now it's a battle to hold on to 6th place. Who's that? Frustration. I should have just hung behind him and then gone for the inside. That was impatience by me, I think. Well, that's a learning point. Hopefully we can take that to the next race. Unbelievable. I made quite a few errors on this one. Anyway, kicks like interesting. Rydell 11 seconds ahead now. I'm going to have to give these drivers a bit more respect, I think, rather than just bundling my way through. I think he might have done that on purpose. Right, let's just keep it on the track and maintain 6th.
Repeat, this is the final lap.
Take that. I'm hitting the apexes quite well. I'm hoping there's a mega crash in front of me. 9 seconds, so I'm catching up quite quickly again. This is my quickest lap so far. Oh, those mistakes. It's a cruel sport. Well, anyway, I don't know where my teammate is, Alan Menu. As long as I beat him overall, we'll settle for that. Morbidelli's got no chance of getting past me. His car seems a bit slow. Nowhere in sight. Well, this blundering series so far isn't going too badly. Just take my time round here, keep it on the track. 6th place. Well, I'm a bit disappointed really. If I was going to gain points, it would have been here. Not too tricky a circuit. 6th. View replay? No. So what does that do for the championship? Who won? Let's see where Thompson come. I definitely don't want to see a replay.
So,
Reed
let's
won.
see the
Thompson
final
beat
result.
me.
There were some great battles through the field, but crossing the line for his first win of the season was
Reed.
Nissan hotshot Anthony Reed.
The Nissan's first and second
well, that's
there.
not a bad result for the newcomer there. At least he finishes in the points.
Yeah, the Nissan's doing well. I think I might have called him Audi earlier by an error. Where's that put us?
Here then is
Reed
the current
leads.
BTCC
I'm 4th.
table.
Only
well,
2 points
it really
behind though.
is too early to read too much into the table at the moment, as there's a long, long way to go.
Yeah, 4th. I'll settle with that after 2 rounds. It's not too bad. Reed, Thompson, Leslie, then me. Interesting. And there's the championship table, so Renault are 2nd. Well, I hope you like watching that introduction, round 1 and 2 from Thruxton. See you next time for round 3 and 4 from Silverstone, which hopefully will qualify. Thanks for watching as always. Please remember to rate, comment and subscribe. And until next time, goodbye.
Goodbye.